Welcome back, everybody. We are live. Before I get into this video, I got to talk about this. For those of you that are on the Patreon, remember how I talked about why we loved Senegal and Egypt to meet in the final, which they now are. I mean, we had it right before the knockout tournament began. Do you guys realize that they moved the date of the third place game to February 5th? Man, I wish we knew that before the tournament. But that is so funny how they troll us like that. But we still got the final right, Senegal and Egypt. I find that humorous. But what I want to talk about here with the whole everything that's going on with the Chicago Blackhawks and the whole deal with Kyle Beach, and now their owner came out, Rocky Wirtz, and says, we're not going to talk about Kyle Beach. That's because this douchebag, this Mark loser, goes on there and says Rocky Wirtz angrily berates me for asking about the Blackhawks, what the Blackhawks are doing to empower players in the future in the Kyle Beach situation. He says, we're not going to talk about Kyle Beach. We're not going to talk about 2010. We're moving on, which, of course, is the right answer. Because for anybody who's had a bad experience in their life, why would you want to go back and relive something bad that happened? I mean, I thought this entire story was put to bed back in early November when I made a video about it. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to revisit that because there's been I knew today was going to be full of, headlines in the NHL because it's the day leaving 331 days left in the year, the 67th prime number, and the word hockey sums to 67. But, yeah, and there's a video online that has like over 2 million views of the Blackhawks owner, who I guarantee is a Jesuit, because that's who's running the whole show, as we're going to get to, of him basically berating this guy. And what's interesting is this guy writes for The Athletic, and The Athletic has headquarters in the United States in San Francisco, where the Satanic Church is. And I'm going to show you how this all comes together. So I went on and just said to him, I said, well, they fired him back in 2010. That's Brad Aldrich, the guy who supposedly committed the sexual assault to Kyle Beach. And then I said they also removed his name from the Stanley Cup, and you sound like a typical butthurt faggot. And honestly, if you come to my Twitter, 91_Luxy, my Twitter's suspended right now because of this tweet. I just went on and said it's only faggots like you who insist on bringing it up. That's in relation to him saying that the league and the Blackhawks owner are talking about their credibility. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, okay, so you ask him a question about something that's already been, addressed in November. He goes on there, and it's not this guy writes for The Athletic as well, but he goes on there, and he's like, why would you even ask, we're going to, how are you going to handle the Kyle Beach situation? What do you expect him to say? Like, what do you think Rocky Wirtz? Now, the whole thing's contrived anyway, but like, what do you think Rocky Wirtz is going to say? Yes, we want to make sure that our players do not sexually assault any other players. Like, what the fuck do you think he's going to say? It's like, use common sense, man. That's why I love to troll liberals, because I'm from Pittsburgh, which is like most cities. It's heavily liberal. So I love to troll them. And some people might look at a tweet like this and they might think, whoa, Shane, that's going a little overboard. That's a little much. I don't think it is, because it's funny that liberals would even have a problem with Kyle Beach being sexually assaulted by another man, given that, it's the Catholic Church that's been raping little boys since the beginning of time. And liberals are the ones that all have the she, her, he, him in their profile, which means they support the ass plundering and the dick sucking. So why would they be up in arms about the Kyle Beach situation? Talk about a bunch of hypocrites. But anyway, yeah, I like to troll that. So my Twitter account's currently suspended. Yeah, I can still tweet, but the only people who can see it are people that follow me for at least 12 hours. So by about 4 a.m., we should be good. But, yeah, I mean, all you really got to do is click on this tweet right here and just look at the quoted tweets, every single one of them. Everybody's got the she, her, he, him, or the faggot flag in their profile. But anyway, if you missed what happened back on October 26th when this story first came out, supposedly the Blackhawks' former video coach, Brad Aldrich, was the one that committed the sexual assault against Kyle Beach. And Beach filed a lawsuit on 23/5, right? And that, the word Stanley Cup Finals sums the 235. He did this on May 23rd of 2010. And, of course, the Blackhawks went on to win the Stanley Cup Finals that year. And, of course, Stanley Cup Finals is 62, Jenner and Block 62. That's the company that he used to file the lawsuit. So Kyle Beach has the January 13th birthday. Again, if you're new here, that's the number of mainstream deception. Comes from the Talmud. But Kyle Beach comes out and said, by the way, if you haven't read that Talmud, you better check it out. Learn what a goyim is, which are all the people out there that can't see through this bullshit. But anyway, he came out when he was 31 years old. He came out and said that there was a sexual assault allegations. And that's funny, too. They still come out and say that it's alleged. Oh, this allegedly happened to him. It's like, man, you guys are falling for a story that nobody can even prove is true. But anyway, the word sexual assault's 31. The word hockey's 31. Kyle Beach waits until he's 31 years old to come out over a decade later. 2010 to 2021. Remember, that's 11 years. The word Jesus is 11 in the most pure cipher, master numerology. But anyway, the entire story broke October 26th, 2021. And he filed the lawsuit on May 13th, which I got a kick out of because it's the 133rd day of the year, homosexuals 133. And what I showed before was how this was connected to the Blackhawks' first win of the season, because from the day he filed the lawsuit, the anniversary to the date the Blackhawks won their first game was 172 days. They won 5-1, where Ottawa fell, or the Blackhawks improved to 1-7-2 on the season. The Senators fell to 33-5, like how John Doe's 35. Kyle Beach originally went under the name John Doe. Catholics also 35, and of course Ottawa, Ontario's 172, and they got to 1-7-2 against the team from Ottawa, Ontario, 172 days after Kyle Beach filed his lawsuit. So go figure. And of course they won 5-1, or 1-5, where Ottawa Senators is 47, the 15th prime number. The Senators wear the Jesuit colors, red and black. But Ottawa Red Blacks, the CFL team, is also 47. And, of course, Brad Aldrich is 80, just like Ottawa. Patrick Kane, he scored the hat trick in that game. And remember, hat tricks got the 36, just like Kyle Beach. And then, of course, from the date of the date he filed the lawsuit to the date to Patrick Kane's birthday was 191 days, like Ottawa Senators, like Society of Jesus. Don't forget 191's the 43rd prime number, Jesus Christ, in the most pure ciphers, 43. So that's what we covered then. Now we got this story about Rocky Wirtz supposedly coming out and apologizes for his response, saying that they're no longer going to talk about the Kyle Beach situation. So what jumped out right away was the fact that he has the October 5th birthday, right? 10/5, 105, 105th season of the NHL. So this from the anniversary of the lawsuit to the day, because this happened, the first news broke in the late hours of February 2nd, but it got all the attention on February 3rd. And of course, it's 266 days later. Notice that his full name's 266. So is the Jesuit slogan, Jesus Homen Salvator. And you could also say that the news breaks 122 days after his birthday, and his name as well as the slogan both equal 122 as well. Now, the leader of the Jesuits is Arturo Sosa. He's the superior general. Notice this news breaks 84 days after his birthday, because, again, the news broke in the late hours of February 2nd, but it's getting all the attention on February 3rd. Remember, The Athletic, who that guy writes for, is, I believe it's headquartered in the UK, is it not? And in the UK, it would have been the early hours of February 3rd. But anyway, 84 days later, big number, Jesuit 84, the Jesuit Order's 84, the Catholic Church is 84, United States of America is 84. Think of George Orwell's book, 1984. But anyway, Kyle Beach, what I missed before was that from the date the original story broke to Beach's birthday is 79 days, just like Society of Jesus. So go figure, no secret who's running the show. Now look at this right here. Kyle Beach, his name connects to Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ is 151. 151's the 36th prime number, and Kyle Beach is 36. Now, again, this guy writes for The Athletic, which has its U.S. offices headquartered in San Francisco, which is where the Satanic Church was established. So the Athletic Media Company, it's interesting, it's headquartered at 332 Pine Street, Suite 900 in San Francisco. We could talk more about that, but I'll just let that go. But here's the thing. The Satanic Church will turn 56 years old April 30th. Now, it was founded in San Francisco. Now, the guy, this Anton S. Lavery, he founded the Satanic Church. And notice how from the date he died in history to the date this news breaks is 97 days later. When Chicago Blackhawks is 97, they were established September 25th, the day leaving 97 days left in the year. This is a big story out of the Blackhawks. And again, in light of The Athletic being chosen as the publication to break this propaganda, remember, the guy who founded the Satanic Church in San Francisco, he was born in Chicago. So you see how this all connects? And remember, this news first broke on the 33rd day of the year. Church of Satan's got the 137. So does Chicago Blackhawks. 137 is the 33rd prime number. So I'm sure there's a lot more, but yeah, these stories are just they're just so ridiculous. And it's like, as well, I mean, for all the people out there saying that, like, oh well, they haven't done anything or they haven't done enough. It's like, first of all, how do you even know that this story is true, given that it's just allegations? You know, nobody can prove it. Oh, well, what about all the Blackhawk players that knew it happened? Well, you're suggesting that Brad Aldrich, the video coach of the Hawks, when he supposedly assaulted them back in 2010, you're saying that this guy would have gone out and just played with his penis in the middle of the locker room in front of everybody? Because I'm pretty sure when the majority of people have sex or jack off or whatever, you're probably doing that in private. It's probably not being done in front of everybody. Just my personal hunch on that one, but and you know what's funny about this too. In light of Chicago and San Francisco both being Jesuit cities, both of them have one of the nation's 27 or two of the nation's 27 Jesuit universities. One's in Chicago, another's in San Francisco. Look at the gematria of the word penis. See how it's 27. Like the 27 Jesuit universities in the United States, it's the Jesuits, the Catholic Church, that are into the ass plundering. And notice the 72 as well. Kyle Beach got the 72. So, yeah, this whole story is bullshit by the numbers. And again, it's funny to me that so many people that support, turning men into women and women into men and all the gay pride, it's funny that they're the ones that are the most offended. Considering they're the ones that are into the dick sucking and the ass plundering. But anyway, just had to yo, what's up, Neo? Kyle Busch. Yeah, well, good old Kyle Beach. Kyle Busch, he's had some serious rituals in NASCAR. Don't forget about that. The NHL loves blacks. That's why they have a bus number 42 touring. Is that true? I didn't know that. I did not know that they did that. They have a bus touring during Black History Month. Black history in the bus. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Well, either way, we'll leave it there. This stream's gotten a little old, but more news by the numbers, guys. Till next time.